much should your man make in a year?
Can we make it monthly?
Sure.
At least 100K a month.
Isn't that a bit high compared to the average income out there?
Well, if I'm talking about my partner, I don't think so.
Why not?
If I'm making 10K a month, he should be making 10 times more than me. And that kind of puts me in the feminine position, and I view him as the masculine, as the main provider in our family, as we're going to grow, expand our family.
100K a month? She's not even that attractive, maybe a 4 to 5 without makeup. The only man making 100K a month is using her face for NBA full-court basketball. Between her forehead and teeth, you've got all the backboards you need. These women are beyond delusional when they aren't even close to high value. The entitlement is off the charts.
How can we expect men to stop objectifying women when women are constantly posting thirst traps online? They are making millions of OnlyFans. They're dressing provocatively when they go out. Don't grab the mic. Have some respect.
I'm sorry.
But you know, they're also being sexualized in media at the forefront too. How can we combat that?
I think girls and women have been doing this because men have been objectifying them, and they're only like retaliating. Like that's why we're doing it, and that's why they're making money off of it, because men have been objectifying women for so long. Yeah, and they're coming back, and women are saying fuck you, and like I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Also, there's something going around how people are saying that they don't want a daughter, but I don't want a son because they're the problem. Women are not the problem, men are the problem, because they contribute to no woman has done a fucking school shooting. Men do school shootings, men do massive shootings, women don't do that.
But women accuse men who haven't raped them of raping them.
But that doesn't matter, because that's a very small number of women, but there's a very, very, very big number of women that have been raped or just sexually assaulted.
It's all men's fault that women sit on social media all day taking risky photos. It's also men's fault that women sell naked pictures online on OnlyFans. It's also men's fault because I just can't. I lost all my brain cells listening to these women. Sad part is, there's always a bit of truth in every joke. He's probably on his second or third divorce, accepted his blue pill life as the stereotyped television dad who's trapped and caged by his women, being browbeaten daily over trivial things while maintaining the stupid man, smart woman ideology.
A woman hit the lottery for $1.3 million.
Right.
She hid it from her husband, and 11 days later, divorced her husband. He found out 2 years later from a letter in the mail, and it was the lottery company saying, do you want to get the lump sum, or do you want to continue getting the monthly earnings? Because he stayed at that same address.
Right.
But she won the lottery at the time
they were married.
He sued her. Fraud, oppression, and malice. Ended up winning 100% of the earnings. Plus, she had to pay the court fees on her end.
A rare time the man gets the last laugh. I'd love to see what he bought with his first check. Maybe a boat, new truck. Either way, he's top G in the red pill community.
Clear. If I had the confidence to talk to guys that I like the way I have the confidence to talk to guys that I don't, none of you would have a man right now. Because apparently when I've dismissed you as a potential romantic partner, I just take a flirtatious undertone to our friendship, which I didn't know. Like in high school, I was friends with this one guy who was in one of my classes, and we started talking a lot more outside of class, and I really liked him because he had the same sense of humor as me. We got along really well, but I didn't like him like that. And I kind of got the vibe that he did like me like that. So I would drop hints as subtle as a cannon that I was like not interested in him. He knew that I wasn't interested in him like that. I'm pretty sure he got the vibe, but he still asked me out anyways, and I still was like uncomfortably kind of like, oh, I'm not really looking to date right now. And then he pulled the, who said anything about dating? Ha, ha, ha. So I turned him down. I was like, you know, I'm good. But then it became a regular thing where he would consistently ask me out like every single day, and I would say no every single day. And eventually I had to ask him verbatim. I was like, how can somebody get so consecutively turned down by one person, get back up and say, let's do it again tomorrow, boys? Like, how do you do that? He's like, relax, I'm kidding. It's just a joke. Unless you actually wanted to go out with me, in which case it's not a joke. I'm like, that right there, that level of confidence, if I had that, I'd probably be in prison right now. Or in Harvard. With my mind and that persistence, I would be somewhere. And he was like, besides, I'm gonna get the yes. He was like, you don't know it, but you're gonna say yes. You just don't know it yet. This one's gonna sting and I'm gonna enjoy it just a little bit. I'm never gonna say yes. He was like, you don't know it yet, but you're gonna go out with me. And I was like, no. And this just goes to show that the flirting techniques of the past, it was just stalking, because I went to go tell my mom. That was the only thing I could do. I was like, Mama, this boy is flirting with me by telling me that it's gonna happen whether I want it to or not. And she was like, oh, that's kind of romantic. I was like, no, it's not. It's not. I responded to him and I was like, I'm not gonna say yes. And this man was a little bit flabbergasted. He genuinely thought that this was just like me playing hard to get and eventually we were gonna be a thing. And I was like, this is just like, I genuinely am just friends with you. This whole time I have not been trying to get in your pants, I promise you. When I try to flirt with guys that I actually like and I try to do it on purpose, it looks like I'm crashing a car slowly.
Lady, chill out. What you meant to say is when interesting guys approach you, you ignore them and friend zone them. Meanwhile, you're chasing Chad and Tyrone, but they don't want you, and even if they do, one night, it's just for sex. You'll graduate, work on your career 6 years, then at 30, you'll decide Mr. Friendzone is worthy of your attention now.